That night, Mason finally returned home. He stood framed in the doorway, reeking of cheap alcohol. Every part of him reeked of Olivia's unmistakable scent: night jasmine, white musk, and a lingering trace of silver leaf. It was a scent widely known for its powerful aphrodisiac effects. It was easy to picture the passionate scene he had with his stepmother. The moment Mason stepped inside, he spotted me seated on the couch, engrossed in a book. He grinned and outstripped his arms for an embrace. But this time I calmly, deliberately pushed him away. "Mason, please go take a shower first," I stated coldly, my gaze fixed on the love bites marring his neck. He instinctively covered them. "Sorry, Evelyn," he murmured. "Don't worry. Olivia is pregnant now. Soon you'll be my official mate," he added, as if those words could somehow soothe the raw, gaping wound in my heart. I closed my eyes, inhaling deeply, forcing myself to swallow the ache that threatened to consume me. "Mason, I don't want the Luna crown. I simply yearn for us to be together openly, as a genuine family." He paused briefly, then sat beside me as he pulled me into an unwelcoming hug. "Evelyn, you are the one I love most. Promise you. Once Olivia gives birth to the heir, I will cut all ties with her and make you my Luna." "Okay." Though his words briefly softened me, the clear picture of his actions with Olivia quickly returned my anger. "Go shower first," I repeated quietly, gently freeing myself from his grasp before turning and going back to my room. Mason, not aware of my disappointment, said casually, "Don't worry, Evelyn. I'll make an effort to spend more time with you. Olivia understands. She wants me to be with you more." I offered no response, my back still turned. How absurd. Even as his designated mate, I required another woman's permission to share his company. It felt as though I were the mistress, an obstacle standing between the rightful Luna and the alpha. Just then, Olivia's maid barged in rudely. "Luna, Olivia has fainted. I'll go immediately." "Summon the doctor," Mason said, rising to his feet. Then, almost as an afterthought, he muttered, "Strange. She seemed perfectly fine after our intimacy. I even assisted her with her bath." He paused, realizing the implications of his words. "Forgive me, Evelyn. Olivia is newly pregnant. She requires my presence." Mason did not wait for my reply. He was already moving toward the door. Our daughter poked her head out from her room. "Daddy, where are you going?" Mason, already putting on his coat, turned to regard our daughter, then me. I clenched my fists, my nails digging into my palms. "Mason, you just arrived home. Can't you spare even a moment to spend with me and your daughter?" He hesitated for a second and then shook his head as if waving the thought away. "Wait for me. I'll be right back," he said. "My father is gone. My stepmother needs me. Olivia is afraid to be alone. I must be there for her." And with that, he left without turning back as the door slammed shut. My heart felt as though it were being torn apart. Our daughter approached, whispering, "Mommy, did Daddy go to that auntie again? Aren't you his mate? Why does he sleep with another woman every night? Isn't that lady his mom? How can they sleep together?" I crouched down and hugged her, forcing a smile. My lips parted, but I found myself incapable of explaining such a shameful mess. Instead, I diverted her attention and changed the subject, played games with her, distracted her until she fell asleep. Then I lay on the bed, my mind filled with restless thought as I tossed and turned. Years ago, I had given up my birthright as heir to the Blood Moon Pack in North America for the sake of Mason. My family had deemed him unworthy of me. Yet I had defied them, fleeing with him, following him back to the Phantom Pack, that I had foolishly believed that we could finally live a life of happiness together. But shortly after our arrival, his father had passed away. The Alpha King had issued an ultimatum: only if Olivia, his stepmother, conceived would Mason be permitted to inherit the Alpha title. Thus, he had begun sleeping with another woman over and over again. Each time he returned home, his body bore Olivia's scent markers, strong and stinging, like blades cutting into my heart. And each time he would utter the same empty promises. "Evelyn, just endure it. It will soon be over. Once I become Alpha, I will give you everything." 10 years of love, reduced to nothing but a collection of shattered promises. I knew I could no longer endure this. Closing my eyes, I activated the pack link. Immediately, I felt the familiar pull of my family, far away in North America, calling me home. "Evelyn, is that you? My daughter, where are you? Come home, child. We miss you dearly." "Yes." Tears welled up in my eyes. It was time to leave. For my daughter. And for myself.